Hey everyone, I'm Laura.
And I'm Lindy.
Grab your Mickey ears.
It's time to chase the magic.
Hello, we are here, but we won't be for 2 weeks
Why is that, Laura?
because I'm getting married on Saturday and then going on my honeymoon. So, yeah, we'll technically be back that Monday.
Yeah, but not gonna wanna.
No, because we're gonna be back like 7, I think. So, yeah, so we're gonna take a little 2-week break, but tonight we're gonna kinda delve into some Disney news, the Toy Story. We're gonna do a little mini review, talk about it. No spoilers, kind of.
Man.
Maybe spoilers. I don't know. We'll decide in the moment. And we're gonna talk about the Dreamlight Valley Summer Showcase, which was exciting. So,
It's time for Mickey Memos and Dreamlight Diaries.
Feel about it.
all right. So, our first topic is that Toy Story 5 breaks records. It's the biggest opening weekend of 2026, which we know because we tried to get
Yeah.
tickets.
Yeah.
You were able to see it technically opening weekend. You saw it on Sunday. I saw it on Monday, so I didn't count, but over 312 million worldwide opening weekend.
I'm not surprised.
So, those discussion questions we'll save for the end. 'Cause it more fits, in my opinion,
The review part.
the review part. Monsters Inc. Land. The latest concept art from Disney has been shared. We're gonna have our first suspended coaster, a door vault coaster concept, new restaurants, character meet and greets, and how this can transform Hollywood studios. There was one more thing. See, and I don't like how when I ask Chad to do things, he doesn't keep things from before. So the Monsters Inc. Land is going to be called Humans Are Now Welcomed from Monstropolis for Human Day. And Human Day stands for something. It's like H.U.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
but I don't know if we know what it stands for yet. So that's
And
what
that's the whole concept of that
the
area.
land.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
We do know, and I think we've said this before, that we're getting a Harryhausen's.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be sushi. Yeah. So human hasn't been told yet. Do you want to take a guess at what it could be?
Oh my gosh.
Chad gave us some.
Okay. I have no brain cells.
Okay. There's Happy Unity Monsters and Neighbors, Humans Unite Monsters and Neighbors, and then Hooray! Universal Monster Appreciation Night. I think that one's funny.
Human and monster. No.
Human Humans Unite Monsters and Neighbors.
But if it's, well, they put human in human. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Who knows?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do we have an estimated opening date for that yet?
No, but I'm sure we'll get more when D23 happens.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll definitely be doing some deep dive episodes when D23 happens. Are we excited for this expansion?
I am.
I am too.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Are you excited for this or Villains Land? Or Cars Land? Rank them.
I would say monsters, cars, and then villains.
Really?
I just hope they do a good job on villains.
Yes.
But maybe monsters, villains, cars. Only because I guess I've seen Cars Land at Disneyland.
Yeah.
But
okay.
yeah.
Then it asks, does Hollywood Studios finally feel like a full day park? To me, it is a full day park.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, okay, Chad.
We spent a whole day there a couple weeks ago.
We sure did. All right. So our next Disney news is the movies coming up, which this first one, I know my mom was like, we have to go see it. And I was like, oh, we will. I feel like we need to get tickets now. Live action Moana.
Yeah.
Will y'all be back?
When does it come out?
July 9th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, though, this may be a hot take, but I
mean,
after seeing the trailer,
I
was like, okay, at what point is everything CGI? Like, I get the live action thing, like there's only so much you can do, but it's almost like it's a hybrid of.
I mean, that was everyone's issue with The Lion King.
Yeah.
And The Jungle Book.
Yeah. It's almost like, because the coconuts looked like basically like they were animated.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I was like, I don't know. I think it'll be cool to see The Rock play like himself as Mao. You know what I mean? But
was Riley excited when she saw the trailer? Because that was her movie.
That was her movie, but
because I was telling my mom, I was like, that was Riley's Frozen. Like every other little girl was obsessed with Frozen. Riley was obsessed with Moana.
Yeah. I mean, I think they would still see it, but she wasn't she was sitting right next to me and she wasn't like, oh, yeah, let's go see it.
Or maybe we don't see it on opening weekend. Maybe we just go see it. Frozen 3. which I heard rumblings about, but didn't know it was like coming over the next year.
Oh, really?
And
It's that soon?
yeah, Incredibles 3 again.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gato,
Okay.
which I've seen trailers for. Coco 2, which I had no idea about.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all about the news. So now we get to talk about the Dreamlight Valley Summer Showcase. Okay. Overall reactions.
I'm excited, and I feel like you nailed it because you said
We were talking the week before.
yeah, you said poo, and
Mhm.
you said, well, Wreck-It Ralph was one of your, like,
Once.
wants,
But
yeah.
that's because I love him.
Well, yeah, he's gonna be great,
He is.
and he's gonna be like, I feel like they're gonna have like, give him, like, a special ability maybe, or, like, I don't know, maybe, like, he can be more efficient when breaking rocks or mining or something. I mean, he's gotta do something like that. But we didn't get a realm with Penelope, did we?
No, that's what I was just about to ask.
Okay, so I wonder if we'll get one with him.
Get an actual realm. What I'm not excited about, Wreck-It Ralph, is having to talk to Vanellope again.
Right.
She was annoying.
Yep.
All right, overall grade, A through F.
For the
Summer Showcase.
no, I guess a B. I
Yeah.
would say A, but like
No, I have issues.
I don't really have any issues, so I feel like I should say A, but I don't know.
I'm going to say B, and we'll talk about my issues.
Okay.
Better or worse than expected? I don't know. I didn't really have expectations for this one.
I think we
knew Winnie the Pooh was coming.
we knew some sort of like separate
Right.
thing, but it wasn't an
Expansion pack. Yeah.
technically. So is this just adding on to no, because if you didn't purchase Wish Blossom,
Thing to
separate
do
little
with Wish Blossom.
yeah.
You put your tree in, we'll talk about that,
Okay.
but you put your tree in the valley.
Okay.
Uh,
I missed that part. I was
ye-
gonna do multiple things at
I
once.
watched the whole thing and I took notes. So, because I was like, I got to get the content.
So it was worse than you were expecting?
I didn't have expectations.
Mhm.
I was just there for the thing. So, what we're officially getting is Honey Glow Woods Adventure Pack, which is the biggest announcement. So, we're getting they're calling it a new biome. That's what they said. That's in my notes. That's what they said in the showcase. It's a new biome, Honey Glow Woods.
Okay.
It's inspired by the 100-acre woods, and it's a premium expansion, and it launches July 8th. So,
For like what, $16.99, I think.
yeah. Now, here's my issue. It's not why is it like it's just a DLC.
Yeah.
Because the biome it has or hold on. It's technically a new biome, but there's areas like the biomes. They have different areas of Honey Glow Woods.
Right. Right. Just like an expansion would.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I'm a little upset why they're like marketing this way, and I have some theories, and I think the theories are people aren't buying the DLC.
The $40. Yeah.
Because they don't like what's the point? Especially like so they probably had this all, coded out and they were like gonna release it this year. We just got Wish Blossom. So it's like it makes sense, they were gonna release another DLC and then they probably didn't have a lot of sales or they saw a lot of people didn't like it.
Right.
Because as I'm going through it, trying to get Dreamlight, trying to do all these other people's things, I'm like, I hate it here.
Yeah.
Like it's cute, like the
Right.
areas are cute, but there's too many of them.
Yeah.
It's the map's not, I don't understand it. I get lost.
Yeah.
So
That's how I felt with every expansion since, well, Eternity Isle, I feel like wasn't too bad because they were like sort of color coded
Yeah.
and like easier to understand. But yeah, every expansion since then, I felt that way.
Yeah. So that's what we're getting. So the story is that the Ever Oak tree has sealed itself, and players plant a magical tree sprout that grows into a gateway to Honeyglow Woods. The adventure centers on restoring the woods and uncovering its secrets. So, what I do like about how they did that, which makes me think they might have always been doing that, is when you think about Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robin, how do you get to the 100-acre woods?
Right. Yeah.
So it's the same concept.
Yep.
So I could be wrong that they never wanted this as a DLC because of this one aspect. Or they could have just coded this the last minute. You never know. Or when they got all the stuff, all the data back from Wish Blossom Ranch.
Well, I think it'll be telling what they do after this. After this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get any, because everyone was asking, are we getting a DLC? Are we getting a DLC? And that wasn't.
But it also doesn't make sense to have another DLC at this point, right?
When did we get Wish Blossom?
This year. I
In
swear it
like
was this year.
January, right? In the beginning of the year.
Yeah. But we usually only get about one
A year.
a year. So even though they made it like easy to finish, I guess, or like get through, like you didn't have to have all the characters leveled up, I still don't think
And we didn't
we would
know,
expect another one.
and we didn't know anything about it until like October, right?
I think so.
Okay. So maybe that's it. Maybe people were just asking. I don't know. Does this feel worth purchasing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For $17, yeah.
Yeah.
sure.
Do you like the smaller adventure pack format?
I think it's going to depend on
What it is.
right. If they do a good job with it,
Right.
then I could see it doing well for them and then
Mhm.
them maybe sticking to it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's confusing and hard to navigate like the other DLCs, then I don't know. I
But
mean,
do a lot of people think it's confusing and hard to navigate, or is it just us?
let us know.
Would you rather have another full expansion? I think that goes based on kind of what you're saying. It depends. I feel like my expansions are just wasted now, almost like the space is wasted, right? Like the characters are fine. I keep the characters. I essentially move everyone to the valley,
Right.
like once their goals are done, because that's where I spend the most time. Like, so the space, if the space itself was smaller, I wouldn't mind it.
Right.
But
I also don't know. Yeah, like why do we need that much space to run around and try to put the resources in a smaller
uh-huh.
like just make them easier to find in a smaller area and done.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we are getting Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, and Eeyore. So Winnie the Pooh is finally coming to Dreamlight Valley, and fans have requested Pooh since the launch. We get
Yeah.
his house, friendship
Wait,
quest.
the launch of the game or the launch of the
I
DLC?
guess the launch of the game.
Okay. Well, this is very well timed too, though, because it's 100 years of Winnie the Pooh.
Right.
So it's like I don't know. I feel like they know what they're doing. But
Well,
anyway.
yeah, they know what they're doing. You get friendship quests, we get music, we get animations, we get decorations. Is Pooh the perfect cozy character? Will he become one of the best villagers?
Possibly.
I don't know.
I love Pooh.
I do. I do.
I feel like Eeyore's gonna be another like sadness.
Yeah.
Like, can we just hang out with Eeyore and
I
sadness at
love
this?
Eeyore. I've always loved Eeyore.
Me too.
It's always been one of my favorites. So with Piglet, we get essentially all the same stuff. Will Piglet becomes everyone's emotional support villager. That's funny. So I wonder if it talks about it, if cooking, recipes, quality of life, community. No. Okay, so
No.
they didn't talk about it. So we're going to be able to do something called beekeeping. Did you see that part?
Mm-hmm.
So you get to make little beehive thingies or like beekeeping boxes, and it helps your flowers grow. The more flowers you have, the more honey you get. And so you get a new ingredient, honey. I think that's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Our critter is going to be a hedgehog.
Yep.
So I guess we're only getting one critter because it's a biome.
Right.
They're calling itself its biome.
Yep.
So one critter per biome, hedgehog. And we're getting a new game.
Yeah.
Poof.
I think it's cute. I love. I remember watching those episodes. Or I'm sure they did more than one reference to it in the show. I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Lindy's here for the Pooh Sticks game. I'm like, oh great, something else I'm gonna have to master.
It just helps you level up your players faster, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you. Well, I'm sure they'll give you some sort of collectible or
Yeah.
something with it, just like they did in Scramble Coin.
Yeah. We get new furniture, new fences, new landscaping, new outfits. Everyone gets an outfit. So apparently we're getting some quality of life improvements with this update, decorating improvements, easier placement, better customization, inventory improvements, and performance improvements. It says, what update have you wanted for 2 years that still isn't here?
I feel like they're pretty good about giving us what we want.
They are. I wish, as I've been doing a lot of stuff in my valley lately, that I could unbuild paths and fences.
Like uncraft them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something I tried to uncraft the other day and I couldn't. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So the other thing that we're getting is they're going to do a community house skin event similar to the community critter companion thing where we got that Sakura dragon thing, which I loved that. That was cute. So everyone can vote for different house skins. And then the last thing we are getting in the summer, correct? Or was it the fall? It says end of summer.
July.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yep. I think everybody, well, not everybody, but I saw some, like, reactions to it that people were bummed that it was him. I was like,
It's not the most popular movie, but I just feel like at this point, we need to start finishing out but I said this last week. Finish out the stories we have and stop introducing new movies. Like, let's finish out Wreck-It Ralph. Let's finish out, I went through them last week. Cinderella, we can finish out. I can't even think anymore, but there were a lot of Mulan, we can finish out.
Lilo.
Lilo, like Lilo and Stitch, yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's finish out some more of those stories,
Mm.
and then you can introduce a new character, but it is what it is.
I wonder if they're also thinking, like, I don't know, is Ralph's probably gonna have his own, right? He lived,
He lived in that apartment building, yeah.
right. So, like, I don't know, but, like, Mulan, like, if they introduced, well, I'll say Prince Eric, like,
Mhm. We have Prince Eric.
I
Oh,
mean, not
yeah.
Prince Eric,
Shang Li?
sure. Then he could live with Mulan and we wouldn't need a
Right,
house,
a
but,
new
like,
house.
are they avoiding it because of that, or are they just trying to
Mm.
pick more characters that they know people
Yeah.
will like?
We could get Megara. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. She could easily live in Hercules'
We
house.
could get Genie,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
That would be amazing.
Like, there's some key characters from
Mhm.
these movies that I feel like we're missing. Dr. Facilier, we've already talked about that. He would get his own house, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
In the Forgotten Lands?
in the Forgotten Lands, yup.
No question. Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's just a personal opinion, though.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, there's still 2 releases oh, 3. Wait. There's another showcase stream in October,
Correct.
and then there's a release in September, which we'll find out more about in August, and then a release in December.
Okay.
And they're gonna talk about both of those in August,
You said there's a release in August, but the next showcase is in
October. So
October.
I'm guessing that's for, like, next year.
Yeah. That's when we got the DLC announcements.
Deep dive into the next Disney Dreamlight Valley expansion. So that's
Mm,
when they're gonna talk about the expansion,
mhm.
which makes sense because you were saying that's when we learned about the Wish Blossom.
Yeah.
And did you catch that it says deep dive,
What do you think that means?
like underwater? Isn't that what Jessica's been saying she wants? Or
Nemo?
is it you? Like an underwater,
Realm?
like
No, like an expansion.
expansion.
Like, we're underwater.
Yeah.
But if we think about it, yes, I think it would be cool. But if we think about it, what characters are we getting besides Nemo and Dory?
Mm,
That's gonna be their only issue with doing that, which
right. For an expansion, maybe it doesn't make sense, but
it could be one of these little adventure packs.
that's true.
That would be cool.
Mhm.
Now that we have this option, now that you're giving us this adventure pack, give me more.
Mhm.
And let me go into the Great Barrier Reef with Nemo and friends.
Yep. Yep. Because I mean, they could add more characters to that too if they really want, like
Flounder.
Crush. Oh, well, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking other movies. Yeah. Crush. Yeah. Nemo's got a lot.
I really can't think of any other than underwater, like, other than, like you said, Ariel.
Sebastian, Flounder. He's like, you're in my way. I need to go investigate. Or pee. Either
Yeah, I don't
one.
know. I can't. I don't know. Can't believe we haven't had more movies set underwater. Now that I think about it, I'm sure Jessica's screaming at us right now, but
Atlantis could be an underwater
yeah, I
movie,
was thinking
technically.
that. Yeah, that would be a really obscure one, but I mean, it'd be pretty cool if they decide to go that
Oh
route.
my gosh, I love Atlantis. That's what they need to do. I just got a pin from Atlantis because it's the 25th anniversary.
Mm.
That would be a fun one. I know I'm trying to think of some other underwater movies. I mean, you've got Little Mermaid and you've got Nemo, but I can't think of any.
I feel like we're missing some obvious ones, but maybe not.
I don't think we are. Let's see. Do we want to say anything else about Dreamlight Valley Summer Showcase before we get into our spoiler-filled Toy Story review?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. I'm hoping it's as advertised. Like, I don't necessarily want a whole lot more right now. Like, I'm fine.
They showed a playthrough at the end that I really didn't watch, but I haven't heard a lot of negative things about it.
I watched it. It seemed fine. Like I said, I hope it's easy to navigate. You can find your way around without feeling
Mhm.
overwhelmed.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll see.
All right. Well, if you stayed this long and you have not seen Toy Story 5 and you do not want to be spoiled, please leave now.
Final warning.
This is your final warning.
I
Okay.
feel like I need to I just saw it yesterday, but it's so good.
We have differing opinions.
You didn't like it?
I liked it. I didn't, but here's my beef. Okay, so we're officially in spoiler mode. Jessie's gets on my nerves. She's always gotten on my nerves.
Yes. Okay.
So having a Jessie-centric movie kind of...
But you had to know it was coming because at the end of 4,
Yes.
Woody made her sheriff.
I know. I'm aware.
Which I only know because we binge watched all of them this weekend before we went to see the new one.
Yes. I know.
Yeah, but I am glad she got her,
Yes.
closure and her, the healing that she needed.
Yes. Because that's the part that always
Talking about
annoyed me
toys.
was how whiny she was. So, but no, I liked it. It's not my favorite, obviously, but also not my least favorite. So there's that. So this story centers around Jessie. She's with Bonnie. Bonnie gets a lily pad tablet.
Yep.
And I loved the whole time I was watching this movie. I was like, please, parents, go home and take your tablets away.
Yeah,
Go home and take their tablets away.
for real.
Right? Just, oh my gosh, I was like, evil. And then the bullying, and she was 9, and they're like, they don't bully at that young of age. And I'm like, yes, they do. I don't know. It was like the educator in me was like, wow, y'all made a statement.
Yeah.
They made a statement.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know. It was that part I really was like, okay.
Yeah. I thought it was very, very fitting for the time that we're in.
Mhm.
I feel like it's good too to have that conversation now.
Mhm.
Now it's not because before, up until I would say even just a couple years ago, nobody was really questioning. I'm sure researchers were because they were doing all that behind the scenes, but how bad it actually was for kids.
Right.
And now we're like, oh, well, I've always understood it, but some people, I guess, just, you're always gonna have the people that shove a screen in their
Don't
kid's
care
face
anyways.
regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, we went to a Rangers game the other day, and this 3-year-old had a phone and was just going through YouTube, just doing whatever the heck she wanted to do.
No.
So yeah, I hope that
Parents
families
get the memo.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like it was very well written, and they opened with that dang song that from the second movie.
Yes.
When somebody I don't know what it's called. When
Yes.
somebody loves me.
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh, geez, starting out strong.
Yeah.
Here we go." I'm just I don't know. I thought it was really neat how they tied in everything.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was very interested to see the whole Buzz army figure out what they were like, how
Mhm.
they were connected to it, and I liked that.
Riley was like, "Wait, is this even the same movie?" I was like, "Yes, just watch it."
And the animation switches where they would when they were in Bonnie's mind
Yes.
or Blaze's mind, and
It's,
that
different.
animation was cool.
Mm.
Very cool. Not gonna lie, I did love Bullseye's personality a lot more in this one.
Well, and he talked,
And he talked.
which is what we were talking about. I think it was me and Nick because we were like, "Wait, why doesn't he talk?" And then Nick was like, "Well, think about it. He's Bullseye is their pet, so why
Yeah.
would he talk? Even though he's a toy." I'm like, "Okay, I get it." So it was funny that he talked and sort of broke that barrier.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know. It just so many there was so much for the parents as always.
Oh my gosh, that little toilet toy.
Yes.
That was for the parents.
Yeah.
Everything that came out of that toy's mouth
Mhm.
was for the adults, and I was like, this is hilarious.
Riley got several of them though too. And she got the one where it was Craig Robinson played him, the GPS.
Uh-huh.
Where he was like,
Uh-huh.
he'll wipe your
I got that. I was like, oh, that was a close one.
was a close one.
Okay.
Was.
No, I like that. I like that Woody was old and fat.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
And bald.
And bald, the bald spot. That one was funny.
And he got called old man, and I think Lily Pad insulted Jesse's age a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved the whole Siri Alexa thing for Lily Pad, hey Lily. And I was like,
Yes.
that was gold.
Genius.
That whole part was
Yep.
hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, it was funny.
And just figuring they did such a good job. You forget their toys, right? You get so
Oh,
invested
yeah. I
in
mean, that's the whole
their
point of
emotions
Toy
and everything.
Story.
Yeah. But it felt like Woody and Buzz were older men
Mhm.
trying to figure out how to work
Huh?
technology.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
it worked so well.
It did. What I did like about this movie is this movie felt like, yes, it was Toy Story, but we also focused a lot on the kid.
Yes.
right? Like, with Andy, we all knew who Andy was, but, like, we didn't feel for Andy. Like, I
Mhm.
felt for Bonnie because I was like,
Yes.
I kinda was the weird kid, like, nobody, like, I don't know, it was just I wasn't up on the trends. My mom wasn't, like, making like, we weren't a trendy people, she didn't care. It was like, "You're gonna do this because this is what kids do, not because this is what everyone else does," kinda thing.
Mhm.
And I feel like you're that kinda mom too. So,
Mhm.
like, it just felt I don't know, felt
Could relate.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
They did. They focused a lot on
mhm,
the kids themselves,
mhm.
which I think was important because
Right,
I mean,
right.
it's what they're going through with the technology, so.
Right. You can see how the toys, quote unquote, feel when they're pushed aside for technology, but what you don't, but that's not going to make the impact besides seeing how a kid acts. And seeing the biggest impacts to me were like when they would show neighborhoods and you would just see everyone
Just screens.
on the
Yeah.
screens.
Yeah.
Like that to me was like, I was like, wow. I was like, we
Mhm.
really are on personal screens, not the TV. Like those were personal
Right.
screens.
Right. All disconnected,
Mm,
separate areas of the
yeah.
house. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Creeps in though,
Yeah, yeah.
if you're not careful.
Nope.
I've found myself getting, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to resist.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing I walked out of there saying, and I understand why it was the way it was, but I wanted to see more of the toys that built the movies,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like we didn't hear from, I mean, I don't know. They had maybe a couple lines
Right.
scattered throughout.
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head,
Right.
Slinky Dog, Rex.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
No,
they were there, but I get, again, I get why, because they were
it was Jesse's
tossed
movie.
aside for, well, that too. Yeah. Yeah.
Nope. That's definitely, yeah, I feel that way too. And I think that's why the Jesse centric stories aren't my favorite, is because like you don't get to see those classic toys as much.
Mhm. Yeah, because it was that way in 2. I mean,
No, too, because Woody's story was
it
also, so
was
they were trying to get Woody back.
right.
You saw them a little bit more, a little bit less, but yes,
Yeah,
we saw them in 3
yeah.
and 4.
4 was Bo.
Right.
4 was Bo and Woody,
So
but
you really didn't see him that much.
mm-mm.
I can't remember. I only watched that movie a couple times.
They were, I mean, they were definitely, like, they were, helpful in RV.
Mhm. Yeah. No, my mom, I don't know if she saw Toy Story 4 or not, but she was like, "Where's Woody?" And I was like, "He's still with Bo. Calm down.
Yeah,
He'll be back."
yeah.
Okay.
I I will say though, I mean, I like when she found out that, first of all, I was like, wait a minute, like what is happening right now? Like in the moment where Jesse finds out about Emily, I she had to say it like because I'm dumb. So I was like, oh, because I was in my head, like there was a theory out there that Andy's mom was
Right.
Emily,
Right.
but so I was like still trying to make that work.
No.
And then I was like, okay, no, that's out, but this is still like super emotional. And I was like eating popcorn. I was like almost joking. I was like, "Ugh."
What, did they call you my name? Were they like, "Jeez, Laura?"
No, but Riley looked over at me. She was like, "You're crying."
I was like, "Yep." I didn't cry. I didn't
Oh
cry.
my gosh.
I was sitting there trying to figure out, and I think it's because I was also not, I was in my head. I was trying to figure out, I was trying to get them connected to Blaze.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
what I was trying to do.
Right.
And I was like, "Could it work?" And I'm like, "I don't think so. I think we're too, like, I think we're one generation, like, too close." But
Yeah.
that's what I would have liked to see.
Is that they were still there? Like it was still the
Right,
same
it was like a
family?
grandma or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that wasn't the case.
No.
So, it's okay. It's okay. That was a sweet moment. That was. I was like, in my head, I was like, "Oh, my dolls." I was going through the
Yeah, you had, like, a lot of American Girl dolls, right? That was your thing?
well, not a lot, but
Okay.
yes, I had 2 I had 3 technically, which I guess is a lot, but I knew people who had a lot more.
Mm.
But yes, I had Molly and Itty and Bitty Baby, who I named Holly, and then
You changed her name?
it's a Bitty Baby. So it's like it
So it's a
doesn't have a name. It's just a baby doll.
okay,
And so I named it Holly. I got it at Christmas.
okay.
And then I got Kit a couple years later. So, but I was thinking of Molly and Holly. Those 2 were like my little kid dolls. Kit was like when I was like a little bit older and I was like, oh yeah, that'd be cool to collect kind of thing.
Mhm.
But those two were like,
Played with them.
Yeah.
Took them everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
James rode on Holly and we had to send her to the American Girl Doll Hospital because I was so mad. I was so mad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those were mine. So no, I thought about that in that moment. It was definitely good. It was. I mean, there's never been a Toy Story movie that I've come out saying I don't like it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
there's sequels that I come out and I'm like, okay, we could have, not sequeled that one, but the Toy Story ones,
Yeah.
to me, always hit.
Also, we didn't realize this until we watched them all back. We don't have a story on Andy's dad, like, whatsoever.
Well, no, it's Disney. Well, I guess the first one was Pixar.
There's no mention of him
No.
ever.
They moved in that first movie. I wonder if they got a divorce.
I wonder. But I mean, it's not like it's fine that they didn't say anything. I
Right.
guess you're just like, huh.
As you sit there and you watch them back to back, you never hear about it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
But Nick was glad, like, in this one, like, he was like, there weren't any agendas being pushed. Like, it didn't feel politicized or anything like that. Like, it just felt like a good.
Has he felt like that in
family
Toy
movie.
Story movies? Because
I don't think
can't
Toy
think
Story,
of
no.
Toy Story movies.
No. But, like, it's the one we felt that way about. There's been at least one.
No, I understand, but I'm like, I can't think of a Toy
No.
Story movie that I felt like
No.
that about.
Mm-mm.
But no, that's why I think they're just good kid movies.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
All right, who was your favorite character
Oh, man. That's hard.
in this movie? Who was your favorite character
Like-
in this movie? Just this movie.
That's really hard. Because I'm with you. Like, I've never really liked Jessie as a character, but she was the main character of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
See, I'm gonna go Bullseye.
Yeah. Yeah, he did have a lot more, like, because wasn't he the one that kind of, how did Jessie find that box? Wasn't it Bullseye?
What box?
The lunchbox that was buried in the dirt. She saw the tree first where it said Jessie was here, and then she looked down and saw the lunchbox. But I can't remember because she was sitting on, like, the other side of the tree. I've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I think Bullseye like pushed her into it and she felt it was hard and like dirt moved or something.
Okay. Okay, so maybe she did see the lunchbox first.
Yeah.
Or was it the actual horse, maybe? The horse she
The
rode out
horse,
there?
it got scared. The horse got scared. It galloped and it hit that box and the dirt moved, and that's when you saw it.
But Bullseye still had more of a role.
Yes.
I would say in this
for sure. For sure.
Buzz in this one. Because
Okay.
he
was funny.
he had to stand up to Woody a little bit and
Yeah.
he was like, I got this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to, you're not sheriff anymore or whatever. And he and Jess, I've loved their story.
Oh,
Their little
yes,
love story. That was so
yes.
sweet.
That was cute.
So.
All right, favorite new character.
Toilet toy.
I did not like it at first. I was very annoyed. I was like, I'm so tired of this.
Well, I just like that they were making him seem drunk because of his dying batteries.
Hilarious. That was hilarious. I liked the horses. Like,
yes.
just that the one Buzz had to ride. That was like a My Little Pony. I loved it. I loved it. Best emotional scene. I think you already said it.
Yeah.
When Jessie gets her closure.
Mm-hmm.
Funniest moment.
Or, I will say, very close runner-up when Bonnie and Blaze connect, and it was just so sweet.
That was sweet.
And they started playing, and
yeah, that was sweet. That was a good one. Funniest moment.
Do you have one?
There were some parts I laughed a lot.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I laughed out loud when oh gosh, what was that part? Shoot.
I feel like there was one part my mom and I were the only ones who laughed at, and I can't remember what it was. It was funny though.
Yes. And none of the kids laughed. So I know for a fact it was, but I don't think it wasn't one of the potty humor as chuckly as those were. No, it was I don't think it was a callback either.
I don't know. There are some
I'll have to watch it again.
Yep. Buzz Woody moments that were funny, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
The what was Forky's wife's name?
Karen.
She was so stupid. It was funny.
Honestly, I forgot that she was introduced at the end of 4.
I didn't realize she was introduced at the end of 4.
Yeah, because Bonnie was, or not Bonnie. Well, Jessie had already been share. It was like the end scene, I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
Bonnie came home from first grade
Okay.
and had made a new friend. They kind of like they introduced Forky. They were like, "Oh, she made a new friend already?" And Jesse was like, "No, she made a new friend." And it was Karen.
Karen.
I also love that her name is Karen.
Biggest surprise.
Mm.
Biggest surprise. I can't think. I literally saw this movie like less than 5 hours ago. What was my biggest surprise?
I mean, I guess I'll go with the obvious, like the whole Jesse thing. Like we
Mhm.
knew some sort
Mhm.
of something was going to happen there. We just didn't know
Yeah.
what.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly was very surprised at Lily Pad's turn of events. Like their character development when it turned and was like, I'm gonna donate myself. Like that was a surprise. Like I really didn't see that
That's
coming. I was
true.
like, that's an interesting turn.
Yeah.
But did you see any Easter eggs? So when they're all on their horses galloping on the highway on the road and they're like a
Uh-huh.
car's coming, it's the Pizza Planet truck.
Well, it had to be, right?
Yep. That's the only one I saw. I wasn't paying attention though. Okay. And the ending, my mom goes, "So that's what the next one's going to be about." And I'm like, "Well, we don't know that for sure." But what
Okay,
was the
what?
ending?
See, I don't in my mind, what would they do?
What was it? I can't even think. The ending, the end credit scene was the Buzz toys going to the playground.
Right, with the drone, yeah.
Yeah. But
Mhm.
what was the ending scene? They got married.
Yes.
The Trixie came and like objected. I don't remember.
Nick said there was a song. Me and Sadie left. Well, she had to go to the bathroom. But that's what he
Okay.
said, and he said there wasn't really anything, like that was like,
Right.
I don't know, very telling.
Oh, that's what my mom said. Zurg. So the Buzz toys come down and then Zurg pops out and she's like, "Oh, that's what the next movie is going to be about." And I'm like, "Well,
Um,
technically we already got the Zurg stuff."
right. Also, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think
I was reading funniest parts, and I read the part where they're like, I don't know, Zurg pops up or whatever, and then Buzz is running off, and he's like, "He's our dad." Remember that part? Lily Pad calling Jessie Jessica. That
that
was a
was
funny one.
funny. That was funny. Jessica.
That still wasn't the one though. Oh man, it's gonna bug me so bad. I can't remember it, but anyway, lots of good things.
Yes, lots of good things. All right. How would you rank the Toy Stories?
Mm,
Rank
see, I
them.
thought you were gonna ask me that, so I did this on the way here.
Well, the only reason I asked is because Morgan asked me to do it.
So has he seen all of them except for
No,
this one?
no.
I would say 1.
Hmm.
I remember 4 now. Okay. 1, I'll go 2.
You just said you don't like it.
I know, but compared to I think but I don't like 3 even more.
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't like that much. 1, 2, 5, 4, and then 3.
Wow. Okay.
Hot take,
Mine's
probably.
1, 3, 5, 2.
Wow.
I really did not
You
like
really
2.
did not like that. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I will say my favorite part in 2 probably is Woody's little makeover scene. It's so satisfying to me. Also, that's an Easter egg, kind of. That
That
guy?
yeah,
Yeah,
Jerry's
it's Jerry.
yeah,
Yeah.
from the
I think,
shorts.
yep. Did Nick tell me that? Or did Riley tell? I don't know how Riley would've
She's
maybe
told
she
me they
remembered
like
it. I don't
watching
know.
the shorts.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
All right. Well, there's your spoiler-filled review of Toy Story 5. We will see you in 2 weeks.
Before you go, don't forget to follow the podcast and leave us a review.
It really helps the show grow.
Come hang out with us on Instagram at Chasing the Magic Pod.
And if you have theories, questions, or Disney drama we should talk about, email us at chasingthemagicpod@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next time as we keep chasing the magic.
Ta ta for now.